Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jacey. Long time no vlog. Things have been crazy. I mean, nationally, around the world, in my personal life. When I'm going through it, I like to return to my favorite hobbies. I've been focused on a couple hobbies lately. One, I start this week actually. I'm taking a ceramics class through my local library. So let me know if you would like to see that and I would love to film it for you. Other hobby I've been really into is making beaded jewelry. So right now I am parked outside of my favorite local bead store. I have been shopping at this bead store for 20 years. So I have been making beaded jewelry since elementary school. I've been making lots of necklaces and bracelets, mostly for me, but some for friends. Today, I'm going in with a very specific shopping list because I want to make a majority of my holiday gifts this year. I love getting natural beads. Makes me feel a little bit more connected to Mother Nature when I work with them. So I want to get some more natural beads this time, maybe some turquoise, maybe some coral. And I want to make some bracelets and necklaces for friends for holiday gifts. I'm sure you've seen these on Pinterest and Instagram and Etsy, but I really want to make beaded sunglass chains or eyeglass chains. They're good gifts for people of all ages, and I have some inspiration that I'm going in with, so I'm excited to see what they have. So I'm going to take you bead shopping and give you a little haul and show you the products that I've been working on. But before we go into the bead store, my favorite thrift store is right next door, so we're going to pop in and see if they have anything.
$25 from
3 hours later and I am back from the bead store. Every time I go to Bernie's Beads, I'm there for a couple of hours just because there's so many great beads to look at and the brothers who own the shop are so nice. So we spend a lot of time yapping. Before I show you my haul, I want to show you some of the pieces I made so you can get an idea of my style. Starting with the bracelet I'm wearing. This is just like a hodgepodge of different turquoise and glass beads. I get the most compliments on this bracelet. I'm a turquoise girl, so I made this turquoise necklace. This is another necklace with Afghani turquoise and some Hishi shells. I'm obsessed with this natural stone pendant. This one's kind of similar, but a little bit more low-key. And then another little turquoise bracelet. Okay, so now that you see the vision, here's the bead haul. She is small, but she is mighty. One of my favorite parts about shopping at Bernie's Beads is they know all the history of the beads that they're selling. So these beads are mossy glass beads, and he said that these were made between the 1930s and the 1970s. They are incredible. I love working with the pen shell Hishi, so I got a couple of strands of that. They're turquoise. Got a little baggie of yellow turquoise beads, random bag of turquoise beads that was just calling to me. Some little turquoise stars, which you'll see one in my bracelet. This strand of turquoise. These little teardrops are some of my favorite stones to work with, and I love making these into little necklaces for my friends. Can't remember if I mentioned it in this video, but I love working with natural stones. They are more expensive, but I just feel more in touch with the earth. Like, it is cool that it's also sad that like these beads were a part of our planet, but now I get to work with them and wear them and gift them to my loved ones, and just feels really cool. These are ceremonial pendants made of turquoise and serpentine. I got 3 of them and they're gonna make stunning necklaces. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. Yellow aventurine. Could be a necklace, but I think it'll make a really cool double bracelet. I got some dark blue lapis. This is not real turquoise, but I think it'll make a really pretty necklace. These were all in a giant pile and they're all just different agates. I'm not sure what I'll do with them yet, but I love them. And then last but not least, I got the things to make the things. I got some wire, some crimps, and some little wire just like the just the bits and bops that you need to make the bracelets. We've got the coffee, we've got the candle, and we've got the craft. As you can see, I picked up this basket that I saw at the thrift store, and it now holds all of my bead supplies. And after I gave you a bead haul, I went and found these two organizers at the thrift store for a total of $3. So now everything's a little bit more organized, and I'm ready to get creative. These are what I'll be using this morning. I want to use a bunch of the Mesa beads for the eyeglass chains. Like I mentioned, I have been beading since I was a kid, and one of my favorite parts about beading is it's really hard to mess up. Lay everything out, and then you get to string it, and then you get to put it all together, and if you messed up, you can just start all over again. Something I've been trying to be really mindful about as an adult is not monetizing all of my hobbies. Every time I go into Bernie's Beads, they ask me if I'm selling my work, and I always say no. I'm trying not to monetize all my hobbies. I think it's really important to have things that are just for us and just for fun. I really don't plan on selling any of my beaded jewelry, but I do think it would be fun to do a little giveaway. And I'm gonna give away what I'm making, a little sunglass chain. So if you want to enter to win my lovingly handmade sunglass chain with vintage Mesa beads, check the description box. I'll put everything you need to know in there. Already looking so good. Here it is all done. I love the color so much. We strung everything on this 26-pound wire. At the end, I used a little crimp to close it, but before I did that, I strung it through one of these little U-hooks just to give it more strength. And then I used one of these little pieces that I got on Amazon. Okay, I finished 3 sunglass chains, and I changed my shirt so you can see them a little bit easier. I have this mostly dark blue one. This one has a lot of light blue, and this one has a lot of light blue with a fun hidden pop of green. I made this one longer than the other two, so I think this is the one that I'm gonna do as the giveaway. All the information will be in the description box, and while you're there, please subscribe. I would love to have you stick around. I have some more fun vlogs coming your way, including a hiking vlog. Thank you for crafting with me. Okay, bye!